All praises due to the Most High, family. Let's talk some football. So, y'all know I work overnight. I wasn't able to catch all these games live. I wasn't able to catch none of these games live. So, I'm going through the highlights. You know, the first game I had to check out was the Ravens and the Bills. And as always, family, let me know where I'm wrong at. Let me know where I misread. Let me know what I missed. Because I watched the highlights. I watch the highlights. I check the box score, and I make my own diagnosis from that. Family. Ravens Bills was everything we asked for. Was it not? Was it not everything that we was wanting in a Clash of the Titans scale football game? I mean, for entertainment, A1. A little more scoring than I would have liked, but let's be honest. These are two of the best quarterbacks. I'm not saying the two, but these are two of some of, they're on a tier, right? These are two of the best quarterbacks that we've ever seen, not named Pat Mahomes. And Tom Brady is a winner, but Tom Brady not talented like these cats, bro. Tom Brady's a winner. He's a winner for sure. I'm not, no disrespect to the current GOAT, but he's not talented like Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. Okay, let's get into it. Here's my biggest issue with the Ravens out the gate. How does Derrick Henry not have more than 20 carries? We saw the first half that he had, right? And I get it. He fumbled at a critical time. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. But he's the type of running back. He's a bell cow, right? Like, these types of running backs need carries to maintain their rhythm. Need carries. Between 20 and 30 carries. To keep their rhythm. Most of his damage, most of his success came in the first half. So by the time you calling on him again in the second half, things like this that normally do not happen to King Henry, they happen. My issue with the Ravens, you look at the time of possession, you look at the fact that on the other side, we ain't talked about the Bills yet, but on the other side, family, go look at the box score. Josh Allen had 40-some pass attempts, and I think almost 15 carries. Obviously, some of those are, well, he was sacked once. But he had 15 rush attempts, Josh Allen did, and 40-some pass attempts. Family, that's 60 plays that Josh Allen is responsible for the success of his team. Like, solely responsible. The exact antidote to that issue is your running back, family. So my biggest issue with the Ravens out the gate, King Henry needs more than 20 carries, especially when he's gashing y'all like this. A punishing running back. Go watch any running back interview, man. A punishing running back gets more and more potent, although the fumble came at a critical time at the end of the game. But don't nobody want to tackle Derrick Henry. If you punish and punish and punish, they tend to do most of their damage at the end of the game. So when you look at time of possession, when you look at the fact that the best running back in the league did not have 20 carries, but he still almost had 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. Why? Why are those all true things? Okay. The quarterbacks were doing their thing, bro. I mean, this was obviously not Lamar Jackson's problem. He had a textbook Lamar Jackson game. Like, this man is efficient with his passes. Y'all saw he turned a crazy, should have been sack into a double-digit yard game. Some stuff literally only Lamar Jackson can do. So there's no issue with Lamar Jackson. My problem is, bro, low-key, it might be the coaching. Not that, I mean, look, this was a 41-40 game. So we're talking about on the thinnest of thin margins. But family, your time of possession is almost half of the other team. And at the same time, like 80% of the yards from the other team came from... Look, if you know football, you know that the team with 20-something pass attempts should outpossess the team with almost 50 pass attempts. Am I crazy? Like, that's football 101, right? If you've got 50, almost 50, if you got over 40 pass attempts, how rare is it that we see that team have almost double? I mean, I'm not even just saying more. They had almost double the time of possession. They shouldn't even have more time of possession if you've got that many pass attempts, right? But Josh Allen is he's obviously the MVP front runner. Game 1 hot take, it's not even a hot take. Just a game 1 way too early take. Josh Allen's the MVP front runner. Right? And like I said, it was a little too high scoring for my taste. But when I watch these highlights and I compare them to like the Chiefs and Chargers highlights, for example, I mean, these were good, decent to good defenses where these quarterbacks are just on another level. Whereas Pat Mahomes is obviously on another level, but the talent around Pat Mahomes is very much lacking. Right? And then his defense did not help him at all. But anyhow, so I'm not ascribing this high-scoring game to the defenses being bad. I think the defenses played pretty well. They caused turnovers, obviously. The second half, this was kind of like the Eagles and Cowboys game. Like the second half, obviously the Bills did a lot of scoring in that fourth quarter. But the second half was, in general, much better defense. But come on, family. Like, my biggest takeaway, and let me know if my biggest takeaway is Derrick Henry needed more carries. You're telling me that you're up 15 with 7 minutes left and you lose the game? You're telling me that the other team more than doubled your pass attempts and they outpossessed you? You're telling me that the team with the almost 200-yard rusher got sacked more than the other team? It almost looks like the box score doesn't make sense. But this was as good of a game as we could have asked for. If you couldn't tell, I was kind of rooting for the Ravens. I'm not a Ravens fan, but I want to see Derrick Henry get his. I mean, I want to see Derrick Henry get his. And so I think, like, this is one of his last opportunities to do so. Running backs don't play until they're 40. So I was kind of rooting for the Ravens, but, man, respect to Josh Allen. That was a I'm him type of game. That was like I said, MVP frontrunner, week 1. Peace and love.